So today, I've seen a lot of videos about Jamie and Nikki, the YouTube couple, and I just simply could not resist and talk about their situation. First, praying for them because I can't even imagine what they're going through, having their lives all over social media ever since they've been married. Because I haven't been a follower of them, but I do remember back in my graduate school days, that's when they first got engaged. When that engagement had gone through, and it appears ever since then, their lives have simply been with the camera and with their followers. Because apparently, I'm understanding that that video of the engagement is what made it all start, their lives on YouTube. Essentially, I'm just praying for them. Like I said, I feel really, really bad for them. And if I'm remembering, since I was in grad school at the time, they must not be very in the old age. So I'm assuming, I'm not sure, perhaps they're in their late 20s, early 30s, because I myself, I'm 31. But the reason why I wanted to address this is because, guys, let's kind of pump our brakes a little bit and let them breathe. A statement was released by both of them, I understand, on the channel mutually to express their final word to confirm and validate that indeed there is a separation. True, the way people knew them was via YouTube, but in essence, let's remember, marriage is not easy. It's very hard. And I'm taking this opportunity to just tell people, guys, the social media fever has taken a life of its own. Let's calm it down a little bit. It really doesn't matter what platform it is, whether being Facebook, Twitter, I'm not sure, IG also, and Snapchat. The reason why I'm a little bit hesitant is here I myself have never had MySpace, no Instagram, no Twitter account or any of that, because I just believe in attempting to protect a little bit of my privacy. Because although YouTube couples like Jamie and Nikki perhaps were out there and being scrutinized and people are criticizing, everybody had 2 cents to say today about their them parting ways. We do also have our individual lives that are exposed on social media, which people are doing on purpose, voluntarily, trying to have a certain sense of validation from the world. I really don't know. I call it the social media fever because I'm feeling like when people wake up in the morning and do not have that urge to look at their phone, see what status is out there or what they've posted, how much of a comeback they've gotten, they really don't feel as a whole. And it really, really is concerning that as people, we've gotten this far with that. Granted, not to say that technology and the internet aren't useful or do not have a lot of advantages in our lives. They indeed do facilitate, simplify, and make a lot of things happen quicker, better opportunities in its sense, in a lot of other things. But when it comes to our personal lives, how we exhibit it to the world, sometimes when the comeback arrives, like in these situations, like what unfortunately is happening to Jamie and Nikki, this young couple, it can be hard to pick up yourself, because how you've amplified your image or yourself, or perhaps your self-value in how you will see it, when your life shatters and those that you were selling it to or trying to get a validation from have to be the same audience, it just deploys into tragedy. It transforms itself into your own tragedy. And what really saddens me is those people who get so much joy out of exposing their lives, whether being on WhatsApp, when people put their status for every single thing they do on Snapchat, IG, or Facebook. Now everybody's a blogger or a vlogger, you would say, because everybody diffuses their lives on the internet. So if they have that satisfaction as a return in terms of how good it makes them feel, I only can feel bad for them if something bad in their lives were to make it out there and they have that same audience that they wanted to see their joys, their happiness, or even whether it's a facade or it's real, however they were selling it and getting that satisfaction that, okay, I put that out there, I got this many likes, I got this many validations. People know I got this new car, I got this new home, I just had these twins, I got this engagement ring, whether I bought it myself or somebody gave it to me. When something negative happens and that same audience is there, it's tragic. Because this is getting to the point where it's all in our head, and we know how our emotions can be a significant part in our lives. So you're talking about people that maybe are suffering from solitude or some sort of depression, low self-esteem, and they're acquiring all of this satisfaction through social media, when something that they would not wish for people to see or people to hear, something negative in their lives, when those people start talking, it can be depressing. And we all know that hard feelings can make us do a lot of things. They can really, really break us down into pieces. So let us try to let these two figure it out. At this point, they had an audience that they were making happy. Since it's not happening anymore and they have to pump their brakes on that a little bit with whatever it is that's happening with YouTube, let's allow them to at least heal and let them breathe. And in essence, reflect upon ourselves to know that sometimes we do have our children out there, ourselves out there, our families out there, really doing the same thing as these YouTubers, these couple bloggers, but maybe may not be as famous. We never put out there or expose the tears, the heartbreaks, and the sadness, the bankruptcy, or whatever it is. We always want to be seen in a good light. And these people, the best part of them, they have shared with the world and entertained them. At this point that they're going through something so tragic, I would say, because no separation, even those that are wished or is easy, no separation is easy. Let's allow them to figure it out and just pray for them. And also remember, there are children involved in this. So let's just back off a little bit. At one point they were entertaining people. Now, I don't think there is nothing entertaining about what's happening with them, especially if they have stopped publishing things that can be talked about or viewed.